Hello, dear friend. I'm glad to come again your way, and I'll be talking about the soulish aspect of the future home. You know, in the soul, you have the mind, and in my previous series on confronting your problems, I took time to talk about what the mind does. The mind, in summary, does three things: the mind thinks, the mind reasons, and the mind remembers. That's what the mind does. So it takes us to the intellectual realm: thinking, reasoning, and remembering. You know, you want to plan about the soulish aspect of your home. That has to do with career. You know, when you are planning your future home, there are some people that say their wives will not work. They have to explain to their to-be wife why they believe that their wife will not work. There are some women that believe that they must work. They have to find out why they believe that. They have to explain, they have to justify why they think that they must work. In case both of you are career people, you have to discuss your dream home in light of your career. Now, how will you manage the home and your career? How high do you want to go on the hierarchy of profession? What do you want to become with your profession? When do you plan? Do you plan to drop, or do you plan to work till retirement? In case you want to plan to work to retirement, you have to also decide how you're going to manage this long-term career, this growth, this expansion with your home. You know, when children start coming, it's another responsibility. You also have to think and plan about this. That's just the mind, the capacity to reason together. Another aspect is that if the lady is more educated than the man, what would the man do to meet up? Will you take some courses? Will you go back to school? How are you going to do? If the guy is more educated than the woman, what are you going to do to get her to speak? If you check the society very well, you will discover that there are some people that are always ashamed to go out with their wives. Why? Because the way he thinks is elevated. The way she thinks is too belittled. Why? Because they have discrepancy in their level of education. They don't think the same. They don't reason the same. What will you do to bring up the other person? You have to decide it in courtship. Does the person have to pick a course, an online course, or go to school physically? You have to decide it. That's just the intellectual aspect. You have the emotional aspect, my likes and my dislikes. You have to decide about it. What is it that when I do, it will offend you, that you cannot tolerate easily? You have to decide about it. And then you have the will, which is the power to make your own decision. You know, there are some homes where the wife has no right to make any decision. You have to discuss about it. If the sister is not for it, then you have to find a way to blend the two. There are some homes where it's democracy, where when there's any issue, we bring together and then we rub our minds together. The woman has equal right to decide. She has right to make her own inputs, and the husband is so humble that whatever the wife says, if it makes sense, he's going to take it. He doesn't feel intimidated. But you have to decide on whether your home will be a monarchy system or it will be a democratic system where you discuss together, you rub your minds. What right can she decide some things on, and what right do you decide your things on? I know people that when it is Friday, they just disappear after work. They come back on Saturday. Their wives don't have right to know where they went to, you know, and the wives have accepted and are living with it like that. But you have to discuss about the intellectual aspect. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.